What's the Y and E?
No, it's on now, bud.
The F.
Yeah. It's good.
There was a Y and E, and today Ryan saw I started practice. So, and wait a minute, today a little bit science because we have this today.
a little bit sciencer.
Yeah.
Ooh, you trying to create new vocab? I may use that in my classroom, man. Let's get more science.
And I got green poop, but it's just a toy.
Oh, alright. So, what do you think quickly explain to you guys is that we're now going to do another freezing challenge because the boys like that. But we're going to add a little more science to it.
Yeah.
So, we're going to measure the mass of the 5 figures that each Ryan and Ethan select. And then we're also going to measure the volume of water. So then my students or anybody else who watches this can then, you know, have subscribe. Ethan says subscribe too, but have fun too. But then have better data to to develop the you know, their hypothesis, right? You know what a hypothesis is, Ethan?
Yeah, I do.
What is it? Tell me.
That means for a thing, what is no, I don't know.
Did you say what you think? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Who taught you that, Miss Anatelli?
I should know it.
Wow, that's a good job, buddy. Yeah, hypothesis is what you think will happen in an experiment. But before you get to the hypothesis, you need to have
A what? A problem.
a problem. And then a hypothesis answers your problem.
Yeah.
So your problem is basically the whole point of doing this. So what's the whole point of doing this experiment, Ethan? What are we trying to...
Because we want to use that.
Oh, the triple beam balance? Yeah, we're going to show that pretty soon, right?
Yeah.
But we want to see which. Which what?
But guys.
You're going to have 2 cups?
Yeah. No.
So what's the problem? Which?
The problem is Ryan's not here, so I'll have 2 cups.
Yeah, the problem is Ryan's not here right now. You know what? My students get that confused sometimes too. They think of like a regular problem, like what's your problem? I have a ruler. I don't have a ruler. Sometimes they're silly like that too, right? No, but the problem would be, oh bless you. The problem would be like, I don't know, which cup is gonna melt faster, or which toys will stay in ice the longest, or something like that. So what's your hypothesis, Ethan? You're gonna have a cup of 5 and Ryan's gonna have a cup of 5.
So, guys.
What do you think's gonna happen?
I'm so excited for this one. More excited to that other one. And tomorrow we'll be doing more. Like, a totally more.
So yeah, Ethan explained it before, but Ryan's at soccer practice, so...
Yeah.
Which actually might be better, because then you two won't have any conflict around the filming of the video, which typically happens.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just me, you, and Milo right now, right? And Milo is
In a vat.
at ground level, so he's not going to try to drink the experiment again. Alright, so you already showed everyone that you have poop, right? Alright, so what are the other 4 members of your team? Whoa. Who's that guy that knocked over the poop?
Hope.
Do you have like a green themed team? Green themed team. That rhymed too.
I have 2 Marines and then...
Did you do that on purpose?
No.
That's pretty cool though. So you have poop, and then who's this? Mr. Brown?
No. That's Hope.
Oh. Oh, I thought that was Mr. Brown. Who else?
He's on the camera.
Who's this guy? Maybe this guy kind of looks a little more like Mr. Brown.
Joker.
Oh, yeah. Who's next? Who's this? A Pruzy?
No, it
Is that Leonard? A Pruzy?
is Leonard.
Is that King Leonard, or is that like one of his like
This is Leonard.
pig servants?
Oh, this is Leonard.
Alright, so...
Oh,
Oh, look, everyone's green. Ethan, you didn't even mean to do that. Alright, this pig does not want to stand. It doesn't like being vertical. Nope. Alright, so we'll just keep that guy... Why does that pig have a hole in his head?
Because when we put him on, he was super too fit.
Did a moon snail try to eat him?
No.
You sure?
And even in his legs.
Alright. Alright, go for number 5 here.
It's my favorite one.
How do you say 5 in Spanish to make Mrs. Burke happy?
Day. I'll try.
Uno.
Dos, tres, cuatro, cinco.
So 5 is cinco?
Yeah.
Very good. Alright, put him over there. And number 5 is who?
Tails.
Tails. Alright, so this is Ethan's crew. Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so then this crew is eventually going to face against Ryan's crew, which we don't know because that guy's playing soccer in Hoboken right now, right? Getting ready for his tournament tomorrow. And by the time Ryan comes home, Ethan already had massed out the 5 of these. He'll measure the volume of his water, and he'll have it stored in a secret location so Ryan won't know who you picked, right?
Yeah.
Which won't influence his choices.
And then I won't know.
Capiche?
Yeah, but I also know what Ryan will pick.
Yeah, you're gonna know what Ryan's gonna pick, so you hopefully he'll, you know. So what's your strategy here? Do these sink or float, Ethan?
So,
Tell everyone who sinks and
so
floats.
these two synced,
These two sink.
and these float synced.
So these float.
Yeah, and these synced.
All right. So maybe you. Probably because this guy's got a hole in his head. The water takes the place of the air, right? And then down he goes. And these two must have a density higher than water,
Yeah.
which makes them sink.
Yeah.
But then these two, Ethan, must be lighter than water.
Yeah.
So their buoyant force is greater, so they rise in the water column. So, now what do you think the strategy is?
I think my strategy.
My left hand, right?
I think this hand is a strategy. The left hand.
These all sink and these all float. So in the column of water, these will be on the top and these will be on the bottom.
But I think. Wait. These.
So when it
two-
melts, does that mean these are going to melt quicker than Ryan's choices?
Yeah.
Because we're not going to go through the same logic with Ryan's choices because he's older. He's in 4th grade.
So these two, I think they're I think they're gonna do the best. Tails and the pig.
So hopefully Ryan, well, we'll see what Ryan chooses, right? But hopefully Ryan chooses a lot of them that are going to stay throughout the water. So if this is the cup of water, some are going to stay on the top. Some are going to stay in the middle, right? And some are going to go in the benthic regions of the cup, which means the bottom.
And what was the last one?
So then when it melts, the one caught in the middle, right, should stay in the ice the longest.
Yeah.
Because hopefully the ice melts. Where do you think the ice is going to melt first? From the top, the bottom, or the middle?
I'm just saying top.
I think so too, right? And probably the bottom. Because they're going to be exposed to the warmer air first, yes?
Yes.
Alright. Alright, so I think we're ready to teach you how to use a triple beam balance. Oh, you want to show the cup? Alright, let's see the cup.
I thought stuff from my friend Drake.
Who? Oh, for Drake. Oh, yeah. Remember we couldn't go to his birthday?
Yeah.
Hopefully you had a good birthday, Drake. So, Drake got you this cup?
Yeah.
Who's on it? Who's that?
This Batman.
Green Lantern?
Green Lantern.
Oh, remember when Edgar went to Arizona and he never put that logo in your head, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Edgar will come back to Jersey. And he told me if he ever comes back to Jersey, he's going to put that symbol in the side of your head for you, okay?
Okay.
Who's this?
Superman.
And then is that it? Yep, that's it. Alright, cool. So, let's pause this and I'll teach you how to measure mass, okay?
Hi.
Alright, so Goose, we're back. Alright? So what you're looking at, do you know what this is called, Ethan?
No, I don't remember.
How about a balance?
Yeah.
Alright, so this is a balance, right? But this is called, you gotta let Daddy talk. I gotta explain it for a little bit, okay?
Yeah.
You never used this before. This is called a triple beam balance.
Yeah.
So triple, you know what triple means? How many?
Yeah.
How many?
I think the poop.
How many is triple?
3.
3. 1, 2, and 3, right? Yeah. So the first little beam here, right, goes from what? What number is that?
0.
It goes from 0, and then this is gonna be a little difficult for you, but all those little marks between 0 and 1 are 0.1,
0.2.
2, 0.
3.
Go ahead, keep on going.
4.
0.
5.
All the way up to 1,
Whoa.
right?
Yeah.
And then this goes all the way to what number, E?
10.
10. So if something's 10 grams, which is equivalent to about 10 paper clips, then we'll be able to measure its mass. But if it's more than 10, what do you think we have to do?
Switch it.
Switch it to something bigger, right?
Like 100 and everything.
Oh, so you want to go right from 10 to 100? Whoa, look how low that went. Right? Maybe it's probably better to go to 10 and then maybe 20, 30, 40. But I don't know if anything's going to be have that much mass. So let's get everything back to 0. So the first thing you have to do, Ethan, is calibrate it. You see these two lines?
Yeah.
So we got to be very patient. And we got to see if these two lines equal each other. That's called calibrating an instrument. Because Daddy had this in his truck in the truck from the classroom. I put rubber bands on it, but it may have shifted a little bit. But what do you think? It looks pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. They're matching up pretty nicely. So let's go ahead and put one of your toys on the balance, okay? And then once you put it on there in the middle, then just let it go. And look what happens. It's like a seesaw in the park. Whoa. So now, Ethan, what I suggest doing is probably moving the little tear right there, and then moving it over to a number, and then see if you can balance it. And Daddy will help you read it. So move it over a little bit and let it go. And see what happens. Oh, you think you need more mass or less mass?
More.
Yep, go ahead. Oh, a little bit moving now, eh? All right, put some more. So now Ethan's probably on about 3.8 or 3.9. Oh, hold on, you gotta wait, move it and then watch. Oh, what happened? The line went below the 0. So that means you have too much mass.
That 4 has to be it.
Let's see. Nope, not enough.
3.
No, wrong way, dude. More mass. Oh, that may be good there. Let's see. I don't know. We gotta see.
6.
No, I think 6 is too much, buddy. All right, Ethan's trying 5. Oh, you're almost there, eh? But let it sit. Let's see. Could Ethan get it? Let's see what number he's on. So that would be 4, almost 5 right there, eh? That's 4.5, 4.6, 4.7, 4.8, 4.9. So it's between like 4.9 and 5. Unfortunately, this doesn't measure in between. So it's pretty close to 4.9. Let's see if you got it right. Hold on here. Let's see. Nope. You have to take off a little bit of mass. Oh, you might have got it right there. Let's see. What do you think? I think you need a tiny bit more, buddy. No, more mass, see. All right, try.
Definitely 5.
Oh, I think 5 may be too much, bud. A little less than 5.
A little less than 5.
Smaller than 5. In between 4 and 5, E. Try to put it between 4 and 5, E.
I did it.
No. The 2 lines have to be equal. The 2 white lines. That's too high. Put it between 4 and 5, buddy.
4 and 5.
Yep, between 4 and 5. Oh, let's see. What do you guys think? You think he's gonna get it right here? Just let it stop moving and we'll see. You may have it. I think you got it, buddy. All right, let Daddy get in there real quick. All right, Daddy's gonna move it a little bit. Let's see. So you're at 4.5 right now. Let's put it at 4.6 and see what happens.
Hey.
Oh, hold on, baby. Let's see. Oh, we gotta go a little bit more. Let's try to go to 4.7. Just gotta be really careful in there, eh? I think 4.7 will do it. Boom. I think we got it, bud.
Yeah.
So let's go 4.7 grams for poop, alright?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's take this board. Alright?
And then, can I write it?
Oh, do you know how to spell poop?
Yeah.
P.
E.
E, you think? No, I think an O.
O.
I think it's 2 O's. And then poop. Poop. Yes. All right, let me see this real quick. So we're gonna write poop. Well, hold on. We'll underline poop, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll equal. And then I'm gonna help you put. Hold on, I have to write the unit. So we're measuring in grams. So grams is a lowercase g.
Yeah.
All right. Now I need you to write a number. Okay. You're gonna write it in a line. So you have to write 4. No, over in the front, buddy. 4. You know the period at the end of a sentence?
Yeah.
Put it next to the 4. Very good. 4 point, what did we say?
5.
No, 4.7. So write a 7 next to the point. Excellent work, E. So, in case anyone's wondering, if you go to Hershey Park and out of the vending machine win a green poop, it's 4.7 grams.
All of them. So, but where's that? The other poop. The blue.
Oh, the blue. Oh, all right. Check that out, Ethan. I like that. I like your logic. So we have a lot of poop laying around. That sounds a little funny. So E just wants to check to see if the poop is the same mass. He's not going to use this one, but I like that, Ethan. Let's see if they made them all the same. I like, look at you thinking like a little scientist. I think you may be right, E. Look at that. The mold is the same. All they change is the facial expressions. Because that poop is like, stick your tongue out poop, and this poop is what, like...
Whistling.
Oh, you're right. He is whistling. I thought he was eating a fish. Sure he's not eating a fish, man? Tell him he just ate a fish. No?
Next
Alright,
I'm gonna pick
let's load up the other ones. Alright, so E has wrote pig equals, and now he's in the process of getting the mass. So the pig has a little more mass, right? So what we had to do is we had to move the back one to 10, and now Ethan's moving the smaller beam in the front to 9. So that would be 19.5 right now, E.
Yeah.
Is that oh, too much, E? Move it back a little bit. Goose is tired?
No.
Alright, so now Ethan took it off 19.5, and now he's at 18.6, E. And boom! I think the goose has it perfectly. So 18.6 for a pig. If anyone has that toy and wants to know its mass, you just know. You just got its mass, according to little scientist E. So you got to put, you know how to write 18, E?
8.
No, 1 first.
1.
8.
8.
And then the period, which in science you call a point. 18 point, no, a period goes, no, Ethan, what's that? What is that thing? 181. Oh, that pig ate a lot of food. No, here, just go like this. Whoa, Daddy's finger turned into an eraser. Remember the point, like up there? So put a point next to the 8. 18 point, good.
Yes.
No, the point, like you have after the 4. Yeah, right there. All right, 18 point, what number did we say?
9.
No, not 9. 6. 18.6. So the mass of the pig is 18.6.
I have to do a G. See?
Oh, grams. Hey, you just gotta fix that 6, dude. Almost. Yeah, let's review that one real quick. That's a 2, dude. Hold on. Alright. We're back.
Yeah.
Little math review real quick, right?
Yeah.
Alright, let's get that 6 done. Alright. So 18.6 grams. Can you underline all that for me, buddy? So we have poop 4.7 G's, and we have a pig coming in at 18.6 grams. All right, underline it like that, buddy.
So the winner is right now the pig.
Very much so. Put an underline on it, like a line underneath the numbers, E, and the G. Very good. All right.
So the poop's winning.
Well, poop has less mass,
Oh,
right?
yeah, no, the pig.
The pig, yeah. Definitely less mass. All right. Let's do some more. All right, so we have Hulk on there now, and we just put Hulk on and left. We didn't bring everything back to 0. We didn't zero everything out. So we still have it at 18.6. And look, Hulk is almost the same mass as the pig. I think it's a little too much mass. So you got to take off a little bit of mass, okay? Take off a little bit of mass.
Hopefully this time he does it. So I hope this quick.
All right, so now Ethan's coming in at 17.4.
Ooh, Hulk is losing.
Oh, not enough. I'll help you. I'll move it over a little bit.
No.
So let's go 18.0, E. Good or no?
No.
No? All right, let's move it over a little bit. So we're at 18 point... Wow, it was really close, E. We're at like 18.5. It's only like 0.1 away from the pig. What?
The pig's winning. You can put that pig.
Wait a minute. Maybe we didn't have enough mass on there. Daddy was trying to trick you? We need more mass, E. Not less mass. Hulk has more mass than the pig.
You got it?
Apparently. We're at 19 G's right now. Let's go 19. Let's go 19.1, Goose. Let's go 19.1 grams for the circular Hulk figure.
Oh, he made weird.
And I think we got it.
He won. Now who's in the lead?
Yeah, alright, so let's go 19. You want to write 19?
Who's in the lead? And who's in the lead?
What's that?
Who's gonna read?
Well, the pig right now, but not anymore. You know how to write 19? 1. Write small. We got 9.
Wait, sounds not right.
9.
Is this way or that way? This way?
No, the other way.
9.
Point, the period.
Period.
19.1. And what's the unit? 19.1. Donkeys, what is it?
G.
Grams. Can you say grams?
Grams.
Underline that whole thing for me. Alright, so now who's winning? Who has the most mass?
Oh,
Then
yeah.
Hulk, then who?
Pig.
Then who?
Poop. Sorry,
Poop. Alright. 2 more to go. Alright, we have some more data. So let's see if you guys can get this one. So we have the back one at 10.
Mhm.
And then you have to look at that. The first being. Look at the whole number and see if there's any decimals. If there's no decimals, then it's 0.0. So if you total that one up, 10.0 plus 8.0 should give you 18.0. Alright, so now Ethan wrote Joker there. And here's your penny. So we have to write 18. Remember what 18, what number it started with? 18?
8.
No, first a 1.
1.
8.
8.
Now we need the point again, which is like the period in writing. 18.0.
0.
Oh no, where are you going to put the G's? Put it underneath it. Put a little G underneath there.
Wait, and wait, these.
Alright, yeah, write a little smaller. 18.0 G's. Then I don't know where we're going to fit in that other one over there.
Stop it. Do them myself.
Alright, put a point between the 8 and the 0 though, because that says 180 G's. In between the two. In between the 8 and the 0.
How do you do that?
You know, the point, the period.
Up?
No, the period, the point. Like that. 18 point, like you did before. 18.0.
Where? Right there?
In between the two. In between the two. Right there, buddy. In between them. 18.0. Otherwise, someone's going to read it as 180 G's. That's a lot of mess. Alright, so we have the Poop, the Pig, Hulk, and Joker. Right now, who's winning? Who has the most mass? Hulk, then who?
Joker.
Nope.
Oh.
The Pig, then Joker,
Oh.
then Poop. Alright, and who's next?
You know, I have names for tails.
Alright, we'll figure it. I'll help you write that one, okay? Alright, so we're back. Ethan measured... Who's this? Sonic?
Tail.
Tails, right? So let's see if people watching can get the mass reading. So there's not... We put that back at 0, right? So Tails has less mass than Joker, Hulk, and Pig. So it's in the range of the green Poop.
So Poop's out. Bye-bye, Poop. Then walk away.
Alright, so let's try to focus in on it so people could see. It's a little hard to do. Alright, so again, count the little lines and they all mean 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. So this one's looking like it's... Why are you not focusing? Alright, so hopefully you got something there. I think we'll agree that it's 8.4, okay? So that isn't right 8.4 because we ran out of room here. How do you write 8.4, Ethan?
8.
The number 8?
Yeah.
Is this how you write 8, like that?
8 point.
Point, like a period in writing?
Yeah.
8 point... 8 point what?
What is it?
4.
4.
8.4, and what's the unit? What's that little G stand for, remember?
Oh, yeah, let's put it there.
A gram.
A gram.
A gram, and a gram's about... 1 gram is about the mass of a paperclip. Alright, so here, isn't it going to be your data, E?
Yeah.
If we can get this to stand up. Alright, so take a look. So here's Ethan's mass data, and then we're going to get Ryan's too when he comes back from soccer. Alright? So, small smash, Poop. Then who?
Tails.
Then Tails, then who?
Poop. I mean, Pig.
No, not Pig.
Oh, yeah, Hulk.
No, that's 19. What's smaller than 19?
Oh, Joker.
Joker, 18.0. Then who?
The, Piggy.
Then Piggy, and then having the most mass.
No, Hulk.
That's fine. That's why he sinks, right? Which ones did you say sink? Let's see if this makes sense. Who floats, E?
The Hulk and Joker.
Hulk and Joker float?
Yeah.
And all the other ones sink.
Yeah. Poop, pig, and tail sink. I tried all of them already and put them in the water.
So if you're a little bit older and watching this, if you know the equation for density, which I always tell the kids, think of a broken heart, and then make like a horizontal incision through the heart, and then you'll get D equals M over V.
Yeah.
So you can see, just because they have, the mass is different, doesn't necessarily mean that the density
Yeah.
is going to be the same, because we're not taking into account the volume of the object, which we would have to do some work with that guy over there and some water, but maybe another day. But we will measure the overall volume of the water, and that's what we're going to be doing now. So let's take a pause and let's get that done.
I did one.
You know what that thing is called?
No.
That's called a graduated cylinder.
Yeah.
All right.
It's all the way up.
All right, go try it.
In the sink?
Yes, sir.
Tell me someone.
I think you can. Try it. I think it'll stand perfectly.
Oh yeah, I need this.
No, you won't. Oh, okay, go ahead. All right. Ethan's back with...
This is too high.
Turn it on an angle.
Oh my God. I'm gonna do this.
It's too tall?
Yeah.
You need some assistance?
No, I'm gonna move this out the way.
If you stand it straight up, it doesn't fit perfectly underneath there? Oh, man. Too tall. Why is that sponge so happy back there, eh? Hey, let's turn it a little bit. Let me know when it's about to overflow. You let me know when it's about to overflow, right? Hello? Let's see. So now what you do is you hold it up. But, oh, you're going to dump it all over your head. Let's bring it back over here. Come here. Alright, so we're back. Now let's understand how to read this. Although it's, I don't know if you're going to pick it up on the camera, but we might. Oh yeah. So this goes from 10, these are milliliters, because the grams are a unit of mass. So now we're measuring in volume, with the standard being a liter, but we're going to measure this in milliliters. So now we keep on going up from 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. What comes after 90? By tens. 100. Very good. Then 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170 with a water drop, 180, 190, up to 200, 210, 220, 230, 240, 250. But then the problem is, Ethan, we have a lot of water after 250, which we can't measure that. So we have to take that water out of there and get it to 150. So we'll use this cup, and we're going to take out some water. So Daddy's going to try to take out about 50 milliliters of water right now.
Oh.
Let's see. Well, hold on. I need that. No, I need it. I'm not done yet. Put the cup back down. So I'm about 10 milliliters over. Let's see. Where's the little meniscus? 230, 240. Let's see. 250. Alrighty, we're in good shape here. So let's see now how much. Dump that out. And then put your cup over here, and let's see how much 250 milliliters. Actually, yeah, put your fingers in there first. Good idea. Otherwise, we'll have Archimedes principle happening. You guys can look that one up if you haven't encountered that yet in science, depending on your grade level. All right. Some people become famous from growing peas. Some people become famous when they take baths too.
What is it?
You're about to be famous in like a half hour then. All right. So let's try to put 250 milliliters in here, and hopefully it won't overflow. Then we got a problem. Perfect. All right, so now you know the exact volume, and we know the exact mass. So everyone can see. Let's see if Ethan's prediction was correct. He did tell us that 2 float and 3 sink, and he was right. So now we're gonna put yours in the freezer, and you're good. Now we need the rest. We need Ryan to come and can do the same thing with all of his. And then we'll check our first observation tomorrow morning, and then we'll do it throughout the day. between Ryan's tournament. Cool?
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
Daddy.
All right, so it's like 10:40. Ryan came back from soccer training a while ago, but then we got caught watching that football game, and Ryan was passed out before we did this, and we need to freeze him because Ethan will wake up like a boss, checking to see if we froze those cups of water. So, all right, show us your 5 figures.
We are at what school?
Let me kick it back one. You can't see.
I got this car. I don't know his name, so you guys need to tell me in the comments. Supergirl.
This may be from Cars 1. I don't know if that's Luigi or Guido, but I'm not sure.
You sure?
No. That may be from like one of those other car movies. I don't know.
And when I said last time, if you watched my interview, when I requested what the red guy with the flash symbol was, it was Captain Marvel.
That movie's coming out soon.
No, not the girl, the boy.
The boy?
Yeah, it was a boy. I looked it in the book and it said Captain Marvel. Is it Iron Man? I think. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Dude, Captain Marvel's a girl.
No, I think it's... I saw it in like... I was reading to the kindergartners and then I saw it.
You're spreading rumors about Captain Marvel, man.
I don't know. This is Green Arrow. And that's it.
Alright. Let's measure your mass. Well, not your mass, but... Alright, so... Well, I already measured the mass of that. So we have 7.9 for Green Arrow, right?
Yep.
Alright, go with Supergirl.
It's probably going to be the same thing.
Alright, so Rye's measuring Supergirl.
And that's it?
You have to wait till the white lines meet. You'll be using these with Mr. Brown next year in 5th grade.
I don't think that's going to do too well. Well, not with him. Well, with him.
Make sure he doesn't, you got to protect these things when they're over there. I don't think that's right. Mr. Brown wouldn't like those 2 lines, they're not matched up. If you move it to the right more though, you add more mass. So if it falls below the line,
It's too much?
yes. So then you have to decrease the mass. Mass. Supergirl.
What happens if it's like in the middle of 2 lines?
That came up with Ethan's too. Unfortunately, this particular triple beam balance only measures 0.1.
So
On
what
the
will we
first.
do?
You have to unfortunately estimate, which increases error in science. Hey, you need to do this a little quicker. Look, you're not at that line still. So what we did with Ethan while Rye's doing that is, obviously Ethan has his set of masses. We didn't total out those masses. So that could be something, if you're interested in this, you would do, and then compare the total mass of both cups. Then you can actually also measure the mass of the water.
I think I did it.
First measuring the mass of the cup and then subtracting that from the total. And then you can actually get, the mass of objects versus the mass of water in both, which could influence your hypothesis a little bit too.
No, not yet, right?
That's pretty good.
I think it's foreign by a lot, actually. Yeah, it's not that close.
That's pretty good. That's about the same as the other one. Go a tiny bit more to the left. Yeah, you'll get it now. All right, so let's assume it's gonna go on there. So what's the number so you can read it off to me?
It's in the middle.
What does the middle mean between 7 and 8?
It's either 7.5 or 7.6.
Oh, in the middle like that. All right, so it looks like it's...
I think 7.6.
Right on 7.6. So this is for Supergirl. I'm gonna write this from distance, so.
Yeah, I could see how Supergirl's a little bit.
Oh, pretty close to Green Arrow. All right, so we're gonna bang out the rest of these, and we'll be back with the one rise on Luigi or Guido. All right, so we're back with the last one. This little thing, I've never even seen this before. No idea where that came from.
Buying bag in Target.
A Target. All right, so I don't know if you caught that error before, but I totally called that car Iron Man. So since then, Ryan's measured the actual Iron Man, which was 17.4 grams, and the car figure, which I mislabeled, was 20.8. So we're just concluding Ryan's chart now with Red Skull, which he's currently working on.
20. This guy's the heaviest one.
Say most mass, right? Because technically, when people say heavier, they're probably talking about weight.
Is it about weight?
No.
Is it weighting?
Weight is mass and gravity. This is not taking into account gravity. This is just measuring the object's mass, which is the amount of matter in it. You have any idea what I'm talking about?
No.
Not yet? You probably haven't studied that yet.
Is that it?
What's inside the matter of mass within you stays constant, but your weight changes depending on the amount of gravity on you.
This, you need
a little more. You need a little more mass.
If this stays, it's 23.5.
For Red Skull?
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it's gonna come down. So we'll go with 23. What? 23.5. All right. So we got Red Skull coming in at 23.5. So if anyone's keeping track of total mass.
Okay. Can we add it up?
Well, we did it for Ethan's, and that's since been deleted off this board, so I don't even remember his numbers. So we don't know that. So we're gonna keep that a mystery, but that'll add some. Hopefully, when people are watching it, maybe they can total that up, do some math while they're watching, and then see how that affects the hypothesis. All right. So now what you have to do is you need to fill that graduated cylinder with 250 milliliters of water. Got it? All right. Go get it. All right, Rye's getting his volume. He's doing some 11 o'clock p.m. science. Luckily, tomorrow's Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. celebration. And we have off from school, but Ryan has a soccer tournament.
Is it off?
But luckily, it's a little later so he can sleep. Yeah, no, that's actually perfect. That thing that looks like a contact lens floating, you see it?
Yeah.
It's called a meniscus. So what you have to do now, so you're going to be using a Batman cup, a holographic Batman cup. So put the figures in there.
Can I like put them one at a time? Do I have to put them one at a time?
Just stick the figures in a cup, it doesn't matter. Alright, now take that water, go, right, yo, I can't.
Oh.
You just took it out. Right, it's over here, dude. All that 250 needs to go in there. Alright. So there's Ryan. So now you have, let me see. You have perspective of Rye's cup and you have perspective of Ethan's cup. So, right, describe who's sinking and floating in there.
Spider-Man? No. Is Spider-Man stuck or is he just generally?
Did Spider-Man like secretly jump in that cup?
No, I know. I think he's stuck. You think he's stuck?
Dude, I don't see Spider-Man on that list.
I mean Iron Man.
Oh, Iron Man.
Do you think he's like stuck? Or do you think it's just that he's...
He looks like he's suspended in the middle, right?
Mm-hmm. But it looks like
how many
he's
floaters you
pushing
have?
against.
2?
2.
And the others have sunk?
Mm-hmm.
And you have Iron Man kind of hanging in the middle. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, so Ryan doesn't know what Ethan's cup looks like because he's sleeping and I'm hiding it. And Ethan doesn't know what Ryan's cup looks like because they can both be in a freezer. Alright, so you gotta go in the shower and we'll finish this tomorrow.
Okay.
So hopefully, make your hypothesis. That's it for now.
Then one.
Alright, we're back.
Yeah.
The two of them are here. It's the next day. It's about 7 o'clock on Monday night. Alright, Ryan got back from his tournament. It was Nona's birthday and... Nona, yeah. And in my pocket from the freezer when I put the cake in there, I found something else. Who was this one?
Ethan.
No, put them both. Alright, Ethan, take his. And then in my other marsupial pouch, pocket, is Ryan's. Alright, so let's check them out. Let's see how they froze. Alright, we'll start with Ryan. Ryan's the oldest. So.
Yes.
Alright, so let's see.
This one's
Let's see
almost
Ryan.
out.
Alright, no. Alright,
And
let's
you
see.
wanna know what's weird? You can't squish him anymore. It's ice inside him.
Let me see.
It's ice.
Oh yeah, check that out.
My toy. No.
Oh, the water inside it froze.
Come on, it's my toy.
It
pretty
won't
full.
freeze.
Yeah, it'll go out.
Then
Alright, so that one's Rice. So, Ryan,
Pretty
let's
solid.
open it up. Okay? Yeah, not yet, Dada, not yet.
Sold. What does it look like?
oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
what's
alright, right, you gotta get the cup out of here, remember?
Huh.
Take the block, take the cylinder
I
right.
know. I'm letting it sit.
So squeeze it.
You squeeze, it's gonna break.
Oh my God.
No, you just needed to come out.
So good. So
How's yours?
Alright, Ryan got his out after a minute or two.
It
So
looks
let's
like
give it an
this
inspection.
one's out. Do you think that one's out?
What was that again?
Do you think this guy's out?
There's a thin layer of ice over it. What's that on the side? Anything protruding out there or no?
No, nothing.
No.
Solid though, but there's little cracks.
Wash your
Little
hands.
cracks.
Alright, so we got Rice. Alright, so leave yours alone now, Ryan?
Oh, but look, there's like this big thing in the middle,
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah, that happened to me.
and there's like
Alright.
a lot of spikes.
Alright, cool. So, Ryan, move yours over. I know I'm touching yours. Ryan wants to leave it like that, yeah? Like that or laying down?
Who's that red eye?
No, I want to do that.
Who's
Alright,
that
so
red
Ryan
eye?
wants to keep it up
But
vertically.
who's that red eye?
So again, we're gonna be they'll sit for an hour now. Alrighty, let's try to get yours out of there, okay, bud?
Wait, you have to see using it first.
Oh yeah, hold on, let's see the toppy.
Wait,
Flip it over, dude.
Tim would want to see.
No, yeah, I can see. You
He can see to it, it's okay. Good enough.
Fine.
Put the cup flat down. You
Fine.
have to film it on the table. Let's see, so who's on the top?
That's Yoda and Holt.
Alright, so let's try to get that one out now.
Oh yeah, Mr. Poop. Oh yeah.
Alright, so Ethan's. So let's see the top. Oh, look at poop.
What's everything? What
I'm
about?
still happy, that guy.
Oh yeah, tails.
And Joker's coming out a little bit. And
Yes.
so is Hulk. Alright, you want to leave yours like that too?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's assume it's about 7:05, so we'll check back in at 8:05 before you guys go to sleep. Alright?
Wait.
Alright, 8:11,
Yeah.
you're here to check an hour.
Yeah.
So it's an hour after being, well, it's an hour
Yeah.
out of the freezer, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's move it around and see what it looks like.
Okay. First, I think Holt and Poop are gonna come out like the Twitters.
I can't see, dude.
Wait, the Poop and Holt.
Nobody's out yet, though, right?
Yeah. So
Alright,
and
flip it over.
And Tails, I think to be the last one. I thought he's my favorite, and I think Tails gonna be the last one. Cause he's just half out, just one tiny bit. We can't pull him out, but we can put a pool.
But it looks like Joker might be out first, right?
And I see him.
Alright, and it's gotta come out. You can't tug it out, dude, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so Daddy will check back in an hour, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Alright, Rod's out of the shower before bed. He's checking his.
So everyone's out, I think. Yeah, everyone's out a little bit. So let's see if he can come out.
I can't see, Ryan. You're blocking. Use your right hand, Ryan. No, he's not coming
No,
out,
he's
right?
not coming out.
Can't tug on him.
No,
Not yet.
no. That's good that everyone's out. Yeah, everyone's out. Do you see how everyone's out? Everyone.
Alright. I'll check back in an hour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so the boys are sleeping. It's 9:11. Let's check these out. So this is Ryan's. Still can't get that out. Looks like that's still secure. And on the bottom, still in there. Yeah, so Ryan's still intact. Let's check out Ethan's. Alright, so Joker's out. 9:12. Let's see if Hulk can come out too. Yep. Hulk's out. So we have 2. Alright, that's a big void. Oh, look at this. Poop is out. So Ethan has 3 out already. Let's check out his bottom. So all Ethan has left is 2. The pigs and tails are still pretty much in ice. But a big void in the top now. Alright, so we'll check back at about 10:15 or so. Alright, so it's 10:20 right now. Let's check Ethan's first this time. So Ethan has 3 that are out. I'm going to check this. He's got 2 left. Definitely decreasing the amount of ice, but they're still pretty much, you know, held within. Let's check Rise. See if he's got anybody yet that's released. He's looking pretty good. Let's check it out. Alright. So we have Red Skull. Oh. Supergirl. Not quite yet there. Not quite yet there. So Rai has 3. Still within. Yeah, it's still in there. Alright, so far we have E in the lead with 3. And Rai getting closer with 2. Check back in an hour. Alright, we're at 11:15. Check on Ethan's first. Not quite yet. Ethan has 3. Let's check on Rise. Alright, looks like the car is out. There's 3 tied up. And this guy's still hanging on a little bit. Green arrow, so tied up. Check back at midnight or so. Alright, so we're back a few extra hours later. And if you look at E's, we have total So again, we have all 5. Complete water. And then rise. No signs of ice. So, in science experiment, I was saying sometimes you have error. In this case, we have to, I think we're going to have to rely on what you guys can predict what probably happened, because when you conduct late at night, sometimes you miss some data points, and that's what happens. So we got to do some predictions here to see who truly would have won with that tie, because extra couple hours, they both tied. Alright, that's about it. Adventures of Ryan E. They'll be up in a little while to look at the results of another tie. Alright, thanks for watching.